Hello, YouTube. It's me. It's Corey P, aka Course, aka I just got off work and I'm still awake. It's like 7 in the morning. I got off at 6 actually, but I've just been awake. I've been wired. And like, don't you hate that? Especially like for those people who work nights like me. You wait when you get home and you're just like, ooh, I'm gonna murk this bed, girl. I'm gonna get into this sleep. And you get home and you lay in the bed and you just like, what the fuck? I'm so not sleepy. But anyway, I haven't done a post in a while. And I actually wrote down my thoughts. That way it all flows. But I've been catching up on some shows. Um, you know, I don't know, for those who watch it, the Basketball Wives fiasco has gotten juicy, honey. It is beyond juicy. It's so juicy. It's salacious, girl. Like Jackie, mother loving Christie. Ugh. Ooh, like girl, she just basically wanted to secure her slot on season 2. Like this is basically what she wanted to do. Mission accomplished, girl. You got it. Cause like you've pulled out all the stunts, honey. Like you did a trick, a talent. You put on a show, girl. You did that. Yeah. The next thing I want to talk about is Glee was really cute. I watched it last night. Um, it was they finally finished the play that they were working on, the musical West Side Story, and I like the progression of the students. I really do. It's like they're all growing up. They're all finding their way through high school and life, and I just think it's so cute. Blaine and Kurt, as well as Rachel and Finn, had their first times, which I thought was so adorable. At the same time, like both couples kind of irk me because like they're like the it couples of the show, and it's kind of annoying, but it's still cute. So you really can't get too annoyed. The West Side Story, the little spots that they did perform, I love their take on America. I love it. Like Santana gives me Spanish Lolita down. Like love it. Um, One thing though I have to say about Glee is just like, aside from the West Side Story, just lately, like I don't know about you guys, but like the show is kind of, I love the show because I've been watching the show since the beginning, but I'm not gonna lie, like lately I've been a little kind of with the show because one, a lot of the music they do, especially like I hate when they try to do like covers of R&B and hip hop or like soul music because Glee lacks soul. Like it's so watered down. It's so overproduced. It's so poppy. It's so mainstream that it's just like it's almost just like I said, it's very watered down. But nonetheless, it's still entertaining. It hasn't totally lost its zeal yet, but honestly, like because a lot of the principal characters are going to be graduating, if they're going to continue this show, they really need to like revamp. One thing that they need to do is get Mercedes back singing leads, because like, or just like the past 2 seasons, it really hasn't been, like everybody kind of had a chance to shine, but I'm not gonna lie, during the first season, like Mercedes was always wailing on the last bit of a song, but it worked. Like it's just when black people get on it, black people gotta put some stank on it, and it just gave it everything. And then when they turned it into the Rachel and Finn show, and then the Blaine and Kurt show, and then the everybody else who's really not that interesting show, yeah, pretty much it's not that interesting. So they really need to get back to that. Anyway, now my favorite show just aired, girl, last night. Love her. And that was the Braxton Family Values season 2, girl. whole new season. I love it. First of all, let's talk about the Braxton's album. They're still contemplating what they want to do. All I have to say is, what the fuck, girl? Like, the way I look at it, girls, Tony's never going to get 100% on board with the Braxton's album. Just kill that dream. Furthermore, I feel like you hoes don't need Tony. Like Tamar, Tracy, Trina, and Tawanda, you can sing well individually. Like, all of you can sing well. You don't need this bitch. Like, I mean, I love Toni Braxton. I'm not hating because, she is Toni Braxton, the diva. But Mother Braxton. But, y'all don't need her. And, like, the thing, like, I'm frustrated with is because, like, you know, like, especially with Tamar and Tony's, like, y'all are dictating. Like, if I was Tracy, because she's so thirsty to be back and get a shot at Single Her Sisters, honey, I would approach Tawanda and Trina and be like, listen, Tamar's trying to be Beyonce dose, and Tony is trying to make a comeback. Let's be a trio and let's really get this shit on and popping. Like, that's how I would have just did it. Like, fuck the games. Honey, I would have just said, you know what, clearly you bitches are not on board. Because, like, to me, it's like, it's stupid. Because, like, Tamar's always like, I don't want to be, the doo-wop pop chicks. But at the same time, she wants Tony to be on the album. And you already know, if Tony is a part of the Braxton's project, you already know who they're going to want to sing most of the leads. And that's going to be Tony. So you're going to end up being the doo-wop pop chick. So I don't understand why you just don't. If Tony says she don't want to be on it, I don't understand. Like, most siblings of, like, who are siblings of, like, the really famous one, and they get a chance, that's the first thing. They don't want to have anything to do with their siblings. Like, that's one of the reasons why Solange, she could have very well been one of the extra members of Destiny's Child. But she was like, I'm not trying to be in my sister's shadow. That's the reason why she chopped her hair off, honey. That is the reason why she dresses like, this boho. Oh, shit, what the fuck? This boho, chic, whatever the fuck she's looking like these days. But, the reason why she does everything she does is to be the anti-Beyonce, honey. She's everything Beyonce isn't. So, I mean, like, come on, like, I mean, like, you guys are very much capable, especially now with the show, you're very much capable of getting your own deal, coming out with a bomb album, and, honey, and just doing the damn thing. Trina and Tamar can share the lead, and bam, there you go. Perfect. But whatever. Okay, now in the first episode, Tawanda, girl, I just gotta clock Tawanda's tea. Girl, I know they paid you for the first season. You still ain't got no place to live? I mean, come on. Like, come on, girl. Like, I love you, Tawanda. Like, you're one of my favorite Braxtons. You still ain't got no place to live? In this season starting out, she's living with Trina. And, like, Trina, girl, like, you were wrong for the way you was acting to Gabe. Sidebar. But, like, I don't understand why she, like, I'm pretty sure some people were like, oh my God, Gabe is being so unreasonable. But, I totally side with Gabe. Because it's like, okay, it's one thing to pay for your wife. Because, first of all, like, Trina really doesn't work. Like, Gabe pays the bills. He's the provider. Which, he's the husband and that's their arrangement. Fine, whatever. But, it's one thing to pay for your wife and your kids. But now you supporting Tawanda, her 2 children. Which, the children, okay, they're children. And her overgrown, unemployed husband. Girl. Tawanda, girl, you really need to just let that thing go all the way. Just let him fall by the wayside, girl. Because clearly, I mean, you still ain't got no job, nigga. Like, I know Atlanta, it's Atlanta. Trust me, I have a job and I'm trying to find another one in Atlanta, and it is not the easiest because there's so many people out here, and it's all these people moving to Atlanta, and so it's all this competition. But girl, you could have found a gig by now. Like, I know you're an author, that's cute, but girl, get it together. And Tamar, apparently, you know, she's letting the fame go to her head. I think she is a little bit. I mean, she's not on the level of Nene Leakes, because Nene, honey, if y'all saw Housewives of Atlanta, honey, Nene is full blown ego maniac. Tamar, it's more just, you know, she's just happy to get some recognition. She's happy to be out of Tony's shadow. I mean, she really is the breakout star of this show. Like, I mean, like, she's so refreshing. Like, because you just know that is genuinely how she acts. Like, it's not put on, it's not forced. Like, I can kind of believe, like, that's Tamar hands down. Like, that's her all day, every day. Like, something tells me, like, if I went over to Tamar's house, that's exactly what I get. Exactly what she's giving on the camera. So, you know, she's definitely the breakout star, and it's okay. Like, you know, but, you know, I do think that as far as the Braxton's album, like, honey, if the way I see it, Tracy, just get Tawanda and Trina on board. Like, honestly, they're not gonna trip. They'll probably be like, okay, we'll do it. Y'all get it together, because clearly Tamar doesn't want to be a part of it. She wants to be a solo act. She wants to be the next Gaga, the next Beyonce, like that type of thing. Really, literally does she not know, honey? That's probably not gonna happen, because you're a reality TV star, and, you know, sorry, I mean, you'd have to totally break away from reality TV to be like taken seriously. But, you know, I mean, that doesn't mean that you couldn't be like a star. I mean, because there are plenty of stars who build a brand off of, you know, being reality TV. Kim Kardashian, I mean, look, bitches getting into fake marriages, making 20 mil off of those. So, you know, clearly you can make money, and you can have fame, and you can be a brand. But I'm saying, like, if you're trying to be a serious artist, you might have to break away from the Braxton family values. But all in all, it was a really good show. I really love this family, because at the end of the day, they're a family, and you can totally get that. Like, at the end of the day, you can tell, like, they totally are like, listen, we're not gonna let this change us. We're still a family. We've been through a lot together. We're gonna continue to go through life together as a family, and that's just how it's gonna be, show or no show. So I really do like that about their show. So it's a good show. Get into it. With that being said, I don't know why I just did that. I don't know. Oh, because I was about to say goodbye. So with that being said, but I did that before I said the goodbye. Oh, girl, I'm too much. I'm sorry. I am getting sleepy, see, because I'm doing stuff backwards. Which is good, because I need to go to sleep, because, honey, I'm not trying to be up all day, because it's Friday night, and I don't have to work until 6 p.m. tomorrow. So I'm trying to get it in a little bit. Just, you know. So with that being said, honey, I need to get as much beauty rest as possible. So with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in, which really nobody tunes into my shit. This is my video diary, but in case people stumble upon it, I like to thank you for watching me. And yeah, deuces. Good night.